Hey everyone, in this video we are going to explore a simple and very powerful machine learning algorithm called Knn regression, which means K nearest neighbors regression. So this method is super easy to understand and doesn't require any model training and all. So let's see. So what is Knn regression? KNN regression, the KNN stands for K nearest neighbors regression. It predicts the value for a new input by taking the K most similar data points from the training set. Like instead of learning a formula or model, it just stores the data. When we get at a new point, it finds the closest neighbors and averages their values to give us the output. So basically it's like saying, hey, what do my nearest neighbors think the value should be? And then you take the average of what they say. Like here we have few examples. If you see here, when your point is the pink one, and you have to find the nearest neighbors, and these are the nearest neighbors of this pink one. So this is how they find the nearest closest neighbors and average them to give us the value. Okay. Next. So here we have a simple example to understand this KNN regression topic. So you just move to, imagine you just move to a new city and want to know how much rent you need to pay for a flat to stay. So you ask three people in your neighborhood who live in similar flats. So they tell you 10,000, 9,500 and 10,500. So you take the average of this and your estimate rent is 10,000. So here you can see. So one house it was 1,000 rupees and another house it was 9,500 and another house it is 10,500. So you'll average all these. Here it is 10,000. So it's a mistake, sorry. So you'll average all these and you'll get an estimated value how much you should pay. So here you got an estimated value of 10,000. So you'll search for the 10,000 rent rupees flat. So this is how the Knn regression works. So now let's see how exactly the Knn regression works in with like with the data points and all. So first, here is the how process works, like step by step. First, we choose the number of neighbors like k, the point you wanted to where you wanted all those nearest points, and then you'll measure the distance from the new point to all other points, and you'll why this point means, so when the distance is high and when you find a lower distance one, a little distance one, then you'll get that one only. So no need of those distance ones. So that is why we'll measure the distance from the new point to other points, and then we'll find the closest points, then take the average of their values, and then we'll get the predicted average value. So this is how the process works in regression. So for example, if we are predicting house prices, imagine we are predicting house prices and pick a number 5, like k here is 5. So we'll find the 5 most similar houses and returns the average of their prices. So here the distance will be measured using Euclidean distance, and that's like using a ruler to see how close two dots are. So this is how it works. Like here you can see, first we'll take the input and then we'll measure the distance, then we'll find the k points nearest to the input and then average all those points, and then we'll predict the value we wanted. Next, so when to use Knn regression. So where can we use Knn regression in real life? So here are few examples. Like I've already mentioned earlier, rent estimation. When Here is the another one, as I already mentioned before, rent estimation. Like it varies from house to house, but similar at a area. Like in a community, there will be similar rent houses in the same flat. So you'll estimate all of those by averaging the nearer houses to you. Then crop yield prediction, like predicting how much a farm might produce, likewise, and health data like estimating a patient's blood pressure and all. Then energy consumption, like predicting home electricity usage based on the similar homes. So it was best suited when the data is not too large. It won't work for the very large data sets, and you need a simple and interpretable model, and there is no need for complex patterns. So, and also Knn regression is best suited for all these 3 points, and Knn is not great for huge datasets, as I mentioned before. So, or when the data has too many irrelevant features because it looks at all distances at runtime, so it won't work for large datasets. So this is how the Knn regression works. Thank you for watching.